Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. And I am in our studios in downtown Lansing, but we're going to run off. I mean, we're just going to run off someplace. We've got Tony Vernaci on, old friend and president of the Aerospace Industry Association of Michigan. And Tony, I remember when you used to have time to actually come into the studio. Remember those days?
The good old days, right? Yeah. It's always a struggle. When you have time, you don't have money, and when you have money, you don't have time. I don't have money, but somehow I'm in the middle of neither one of those right now. But
well, if you don't have money, there won't be anybody that wants to lend you any. So just keep that in mind too. All right. Yeah. Hey, let's talk a little bit and remind everybody what your association does.
Yeah, so the industry here, Jeff, or excuse me, Chris, that we've talked about so many times is that the aerospace industry is a huge industry. It's been in Michigan for 80 years, 1,000 companies in the state that are doing business in the global industry, but it's one of our best kept secrets, and it shouldn't be. And so we are really all about trying to build and raise the awareness of the industry here, to draw more business into the existing companies, to draw talent to the state. Because we all know that's the issue many companies have, is they need talent, and we've got to make this industry better known. So that's part of it. But then advocacy, helping our legislators in Lansing, which are very important to all of us, and we need to help them understand what's critical to the industry and the future and the opportunities for the industry. And then it's about connecting companies. I mean, just old-fashioned, get people together, learning about each other, building relationships. Because these 1,000 companies can be doing business with each other if they just know what the other companies are doing. And what has happened over the last 5 years is it's been a very amazing business community that has come together around this to support the mission, but to support each other.
It's interesting because you use that phrase, putting people together, which we haven't been able to do in person for the last couple of years. Coming out of that, though, you guys have been pretty effective, as a number of people have, at still having communication open. Thank God for the Zooms and the WebExes, et cetera. Let's go over this year so far. Highlights.
Yeah, so we we're just fresh off of our technology expo, which was an in-person event. We've been trying for 2 years to make this happen, and we finally were able to make it happen in March at Grand Valley State University in downtown Grand Rapids. We had over 200 people attended it. It was a half-day event. It had 30 exhibitors, and it was all focused on industry technology. So we had speakers that were talking about air taxi, aircraft that's being developed, forgings and castings, and you name it. It was so cool to see the technology and the innovation around the industry. And so that was great. And then coming out, while we were there, actually, we announced that we're going to have a 2-day conference, September 7th and 8th at the JW Marriott in downtown Grand Rapids. And this is a big one. We've got Boeing, Airbus, Spirit Aerosystems, the president of Eaton Aerospace, GE Aviation, Pratt Whitney, you name it, are coming to town for 2 days to talk about the industry post-COVID, coming out of that. What's that look like for the supply chain? So it's going to be a great event.
So supply chain's one thing, people, talent is another. And I think of locally here in Lansing, Lansing Community College has this incredible, aerospace mechanic type curriculum.
And their skilled trades area. Lansing Community College is a wonderful institution and a great facility. Their A&P course out there in Mason, like you mentioned, is top notch. Yeah. And then what they do on the skilled trade side is second to none.
So let me ask about that. Are your people suffering from not being able to get that talent?
Oh, absolutely. It's a challenge. I mean, we've got companies that have got growth opportunities. They can't support it because they don't have the labor to do it. And then their costs have gone up, the cost of labor, cost of supply chain, transportation. It's really been very, very tough. But we also, Chris, have the women of AIAM. This has been an amazing group that has come together, and these ladies, these professional women in the organization, they're developing a girls competition that they're launching April 23rd. It's going to be a month-long competition for girls grade 4 through 8 to build a sustainable flight solution They're going to have mentors. It's statewide. We've got schools up in the UP, over in Grand Rapids, the east side of the state, that are all coming together, and it's going to be an amazing, because it's all about the talent pipeline. We've got to inspire young ladies, young men early, and then stay with them through that educational journey and help them get on the right path when they get out of school.
So let's talk a little bit about your big event coming up. How do people get involved, and is it worth someone getting involved that's not specifically in the aerospace industry?
Well, you want to put yourself, if you're not in aerospace, you want to get yourself, kind of attached to a community that understands the industry, so you can ask questions, you can learn what are the different things that people have tried and done. This is going to be an event 2 days, September 7th and 8th. It's AERO1conference.com is the website. You can see the agenda. You can read about the speakers. There's exhibiting opportunities. It is just going to be a fabulous event for us.
Well, Tony Vernaci, president of AIAM, which is Aerospace Industries Association of Michigan. It's always good to spend time with you. Keep us in the air. Yeah, that's good.
You got it. All right, Chris. Thank you.
All right, bud. Thank you. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more.